Before I start, I would like to request the organizers to start the event with a national anthem, please. I'm a little bit nervous also because this is my lifetime, or I can say my first appearance on the stage with such a big name as chairman to represent the show, which doesn't require any introduction at all. So, thank you once again. So, my addressal will be quite general and it will be focused on the role of SME, MSME in the industry where we belong and what contribution, what benefits we have as an SME, MSME, and what we need from the system to grow three words, that is make in India, make for the world. So my focus will be on that, not on the technical terms. So good morning to all respected dignitaries, honored guests, senior officials from the Government of India, leaders from metro and railway organizations, industry colleagues, exhibitors, delegates, members of the media and dear friends. It is my privilege to welcome you to the 6th edition of InnoMetro 2026 here at Bharat Mandapam, New Delhi. I am deeply honored to serve as chairman of this conference at a time when India's rail and urban mobility sector is moving from expansion to transformation. India's urban rail journey has crossed a historic milestone. Today we have around 1100 kilometers of operational metro and rapid transit networks. I think we can't believe this could happen in just 10 years. Unbelievable. From Tanga, from rickshaw to the world-class metro, unbelievable. Making India one of the world's fastest growing metro ecosystems. But the real achievement is not only the kilometers we build, it is the quality, reliability, efficiency, safety, and sustainability of the systems we create for millions of citizens traveling every day. A successful mobility system is not defined by trains and tracks. It is defined by safe stations, intelligent fare collection, platform safety, access control, passenger convenience, maintenance, efficiency, data systems, and dependable after-sales support. And increasingly, it will be defined by the strength of India's manufacturing ecosystem, where we are a part of that. And this brings me to what I believe is the core theme of India's next industrial decade, which is MSME. MSMEs are not a side story in India's growth journey. MSMEs are the backbone of Indian manufacturing. In many ways, MSMEs are the middle class of Indian industry where mostly we all belongs to, which is resilient, aspirational, employment generating and foundational to the national growth. In fact, I often call MSMEs as industrial farmers. So this is a new name or perception of MSME, which is to be renamed as industrial farmers. Just as farmers feed the nation, MSMEs build the economic foundation of the nation. They create livelihoods, nurture local ecosystems, build technical capabilities, and carry the real spirit of entrepreneurship across cities, towns, and industrial clusters. Today, India has more than 7.4 crores of MSMEs as per the data available. Together, they generate employment for over 32 crore of people, 32 crores, contributing nearly 30% of our GDP, over 35% of manufacturing output, and close to 49% of exports. So these are not just statistics, this is the real productive strength of Bharat. And as India rapidly expands its railway, metro, aviation, logistics, and infrastructure sectors, the opportunity before MSME is historic. But opportunity done alone is not enough. We need much more. If we genuinely want Indian manufacturing to compete globally, MSMEs need an ecosystem that allows them not only to survive, but to innovate, scale, and lead. And we need faster and simpler approvals for manufacturing projects. I will elaborate the utility of this particular statement later. Stronger policy support for domestic manufacturing, easier access to funding and long-term capital, local testing centers and certification infrastructure, shared R&D ecosystems accessible to MSMEs, procurement systems that reward quality, reliability and innovation, not only the lowest price, which we are deeply into it. We only focus on the price, not on the quality or the development and R&D of the system, the lowest price. Above all, respect for manufacturing as a national priority, like we do to the farmers. That's why I say that MSME is nothing but an industrial farmer. Because when an MSME competes against a mature global manufacturer, it is not competing against just one product. It is competing against decades of R&D, established intellectual property, certification ecosystems, scale efficiencies and global supply chains. So it's a very tough fight. It is not easy. It is a very tough fight. Those who are already in a MSME sector trying their best to catch up with the production or development, they can understand very well how difficult this task is. If innovation has upfront cost, but procurement rewards only the lowest initial price, then we unintentionally discourage world-class manufacturing. Because still we are on a system which is L1 based, not QCDMS. Our benchmark should not be defeating each other domestically. In fact, to collaborate with each other, not to reinvent the wheel. If somebody has developed something and the other is trying to start from scratch, we are wasting a lot of time. So it is time to collaborate. It is time to join hands together to build the nation. Let me share a personal example. And in front of Vivek sir, who is in front of me, my journey in transit started in 2009-2010 in Ahmedabad, when our Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji was the Chief Minister of Gujarat. At that time, he had a vision to bring the first local transit system in India, and that was BRTS, Bus Rapid Transit System. Many of us who are not aware about a real BRTS, which is in Ahmedabad still, one of the largest BRT. But those who have compared or believed the BRTS in Delhi, it is beyond comparison. Ahmedabad was the first BRTS project in India in 2009-2010 and 100% make in India. The vision, the sound, the feel of this particular word or a statement, make in India, I could sense when it was declared that no foreign imports, only indigenous technology to be designed and developed. And can you believe the first BRTS model is still so successful that after 16 years of working, it is one of the best BRTS anywhere. Totally indigenous. And the credit goes to SET, Mr. Vivek Ogra, who initiated this project and helped companies like me who were taking just baby steps, no idea. But their hand holding is responsible where we are now. as one of the indigenous manufacturers of a world-class AFC system under Make in India and also exporting. So if that journey could have started in 2009-10, the story would have been very different now. And this is where the policy support and ecosystem confidence became transformational. That one opportunity changed the trajectory of an entire company. Today, after 16 years, that system is still operational and continues to safely serve more than 5 lakh commuters every single day. And it is just a metro on the road. PRTS Ahmedabad is a clear example of metro on the road. Elevated stations, PSD doors, entire fare collection by AFC Gates. So it is actually a metro on the road system. And that same company, which is now known as Aurotoshi, as part of the Aurionpro Solutions Limited Group, has evolved into a leading Indian OEM and ODM in the urban transit space. That journey taught me one very important lesson. Small moments of faith matters. It really matters. First project, no experience, nothing. And the faith on us that we will deliver has bring us to what we are now. Correct policy push matters, ecosystem support matters. Sometimes one opportunity does not build just a company, it builds an industry. And we are the clear example of that. All that is exactly what India must continue doing. At Aurotoshi, we began as a small manufacturing company. Today, we are in the process of building a mega manufacturing facility in Aligarh, focused on indigenization of urban transit, aviation, access control, and automation products. Under Make in India initiatives, we have already achieved close to 80% indigenization in AFC hardware in just 4 years. Electronic assembly and integration with further localization underway. But our larger ambition is not only to manufacture in India. Our ambition is to design in India, engineer in India, innovate in India, and manufacture for the world. And we are already on to it. Because India's future cannot be limited only to the domestic consumption. The next phase of India's rise will come when India becomes a global manufacturing and technology growth engine, when Indian companies become contributors to global infrastructure, global mobility, and global innovation. Today, every individual is not only a citizen of a country, but also a citizen of the world. And this is what we have been learning, and we have been here with the help of the government initiatives in process. Our responsibility begins with our family, extends to our communities, and ultimately reaches the larger family of the planet. And that is why I strongly believe that the vision of our Honorable Prime Minister, vocal for local, make in India, make for the world, Atmanirbhar Bharat, Digital Bharat, is not merely a slogan, it is a long-term roadmap for national transformation. In my life, I haven't heard in real words, कि तुम मुझे खून दो, मैं तुम्हें आजादी दूंगा. The only word I have understood and that resonates in my mind is these 4 things. Because these are the real life moments which we are living in. What we need now is an alignment between government, operators, industry consultants, financials, startups, and MSMEs. All working together with long-term commitment. Because India has the talent, India has the skill, India has the entrepreneurial spirit, and India now has the confidence. Government must continue creating enabling policy, operators must share real operational challenges, industry must deliver reliable and global competitive technology, and platforms like InnoMetro must continue bringing the ecosystem together with seriousness, collaboration, and purpose. But before I conclude, I would especially like to thank Bell, Bharat Electronics Limited, DMRC, Delhi Metro, metro organizations across India, industry partners and institutions that continue creating opportunities for Indian manufacturers and young entrepreneurs. And I also consider myself as a young entrepreneur with an experience of 60 years. The future of Indian manufacturing will not be built only in the boardrooms. It will be built in factories, in design labs, on shop floors, in testing centers, and in the courage of MSMEs willing to dream globally. One small example of a policy which I would like, and excuse me for another 2-3 minutes I'm going to take. Usually we take around 2 to 3 years at least to put up a factory, whether it is small or medium, large maintain board, but 2 to 3 years. And if you are lucky enough, you can make it in 2 to 3 years. The cost of finance from the banking is around 9 to 9.5%. So without creating even a pin, we are incurring 27% interest cost on the capex, as compared to China, where the interest cost is 3%. And time to build up a factory where the government supports, because what they say, you are businessmen, you do business. You are not supposed to run from pillar to post to build up a factory. So in 1 year, you can build up a factory because government supports there. 3% interest cost compared to 27% interest cost which we are bearing now. So we are high by 24% automatically before starting the production. And they will come first, they will build the product first, they will use the technology first, they will use the market intelligence first and use against us. And we will be at risk after 3 years, not. So it's a big risk to the Indian industry. I congratulate Metro Rail News, Sanjeev Group on partners, exhibitors, speakers and delegates for creating this important platform. Let us use InnoMetro 2026 not only for a dialogue but for collaboration, commitment and action. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.